Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, welcome to the 10th anniversary of the Arctic Circle Assembly. And thank you profoundly for having traveled from more than 70 countries to assemble here once again, over 2,000 of you to participate in more than 200 sessions on the diverse issues of not only the Arctic, but the climate, clean energy, the oceans, indigenous rights, and many others of the burning and crucial issues of our era. But I also want, on this occasion, 10 years after we founded the Arctic Circle, to thank the thousands of people who have come together at the previous assemblies and at the forums which we have held in different parts of the world, in Korea, Singapore, China, Tokyo, Abu Dhabi, America, Canada, Britain, Greenland, and the Faroe Islands. And next year, we will be able, at the invitation of the government of Germany, to bring the Arctic Circle Forum to the European continent for the first time. It has indeed been an extraordinary journey, but it has proved that the issues that concern us are now at the very front of the global challenge. But I think it is also important to realize that the Arctic Circle has not only become the largest annual international gathering on the Arctic and the climate and clean energy and the ocean with multi-sectoral participation, and together with the World Economic Forum in Davos, the second largest European assembly of this kind. But it is also a new model of bringing people together, where anyone with something to contribute, anyone who wants to have a constructive role in changing the world for the better, can speak up, create alliances, friendships, cooperation. I sometimes say the fundamental principle of the open and the democratic Arctic Circle is being a platform where the young activist has the same right to speak as the president or the prime minister of a country. We now live in a world where we can no longer restrict the right to speak, the right to participate, the right to propose changes and create new projects to those who have been formally elected to the positions of authority. We have to open up in a democratic, embracing way, where anyone who's willing to be a partner in this global effort can turn up. And when we launched this at the National Press Club in Washington in May of 2013, there were many who said, such a model is never going to work. You're never going to get leaders of governments, great businesses, major scientific institutions and international organizations to turn up at a gathering where almost anyone, young activists and others, have the same right to create sessions and speak. But it has happened. It has happened. So I hope also throughout these 3 days, you will get a feeling and an understanding of this new 21st century model of bringing people together. That we don't have to be restricted of the 20th century, 19th century structures where only those in power and authority control the agenda, the dialogue, and the outcome. We are also especially honored to have throughout this journey create numerous partnerships all over the world with countries not only in the Arctic and in Europe and in the Americas, but in the Middle East and in Asia. And this assembly truly reflects the enormous global scope of the Arctic Circle. Straight from here, in the middle of November, we will join the President of France and his people in helping to organize the first polar summit where the Arctic, Antarctica, and the third pole, the Himalaya region, come together at the highest level, having the President of France as a host. And towards the end of next month, we will join with the United Arab Emirates at COP in trying to create a transformative gathering which hopefully will inspire people all over the world in the same way as the Paris Climate Summit did in 2015. So from here, the journey will continue. And I hope you will, in the coming days, get this feeling that this is not just an assembly. This is a journey. This is a mission. We are all in the same boat, and we are heading towards the future. But we have a responsibility to demonstrate that we can indeed find solutions. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for having supported the Arctic Circle and participated now for a decade. And it gives me great honor to introduce Her Excellency, the Prime Minister of Iceland, Katrín Jakobsdóttir, to take the floor as the first speaker at this assembly. Thank you.